Okay, right, let's start. On today's episode, we are going to have our usual format, looping you in and what you are wearing. Yoli's Spanish Yarniverse, where knitting comes to life. Whips, the fabulous and the naughty. Joe's spinning mini-series. Finished objects chat. Amanda's yarn store minisodes. AI knit along update, yarn promises, and other knitty business. So, welcome back, yarn lovers. We are the Gangstar Knitters. Joe,
Amanda,
Yolanda,
and Yoli. Yeah,
and Yoli.
yeah. I am. Yeah, sorry, I'm not on mute.
We will make a start with looping you in on all the latest knitty and crochet happenings in our gang. Grab your drink, settle in. Let's have a chat about why in the world we are on these screens and not sat in person, and what handmaids we're wearing today. So over to you guys.
Well, it's a bit hot here in Farnham, but never mind. I decided to wear my first shawl I did. I think this is from, I can't remember the pattern, obviously. No idea. I think it was given to me by Joe, maybe. And I think this is King Queen.
Yeah, that is skein. That yarn is Skein Queen.
Yes.
We got it when we went to Southern Wool Show a few years ago.
Yeah.
And the pattern is by Helen Stewart of Curious Handmade.
Okay.
But I can't remember what the pattern is called, but I know which one it is. And I will put it in the link.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Joe, you go first.
Sure.
I need to find my pattern.
Okay, so I am wearing any knits at all today. So the reason why we're all on we're video recording, we might not be. Okay, I might have to beep that out. We are using a video recording facility because I'm on holiday, so I can't be with everybody today. I'm in Spain and it's really hot, and therefore I can't wear anything.
I do almost the same thing.
Yeah, it's quite warm where I am, so that's the reason why we're here. Amanda, over to you, because we saw you putting your jumper on.
I did, yeah. So because I wasn't wearing knits, I was wearing my knitted t-shirt, but so I've got this. This is my Sonderbar sweater from Julia Wilkins. It's lovely. It was because I really fancied getting back into colour work, and I thought, well, this will be it was a good start. I did exactly the same colours as what she did in her pattern because I'm rubbish at picking colours. I'm just horrendous, and I tend to just go for like grey or Christmas colours because I love a Christmas jumper. So yeah, and learned some lessons about colour work, hence the ladder back, jagger back, technique. So if I made this again, I totally use jagger back for sure, 100%.
You could do a tutorial for me, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Because I can't remember. I know I went to the.
It's so easy. Once you honestly, you'll get it. We'll go through it. I don't mind. 100%. I will. Yeah, I'll help you.
Yeah, because I've got my Snoopy jumper to do at some point, and I have to put myself where it goes because it's got big blocks of
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can sort it out.
Okay, well, it's too hot to talk about what we're wearing then today.
So
it's too hot. Too hot in the UK. It's too hot in Spain. So yeah, off comes the jumper, and we can look at Amanda's knitted t-shirt, which is awesome.
That's better. I want one.
Better.
I do want one.
I'm jealous now.
Okay, I'll send you the links.
Thank you.
Super. And we'll put it in the show notes as well, everybody. So in case you want to buy one yourself. Right. So our next segment is Yoli's Spanish Yarniverse, where knitting comes to life. Hola, amigos. We're going to welcome you to Yoli Spanish Yarniverse now. Let's dive into today's yarn inspiration. Over to Yoli.
Hola a todos, he decidido hacer este tutorial ya que estoy terminando un chaleco y lo que voy a hacer es lo que es el cuello, que lo vamos a doblar y entonces va a quedar como doble con la última vuelta del cuello. Esta lana es un poco complicadilla porque no se verán muy bien los puntos, pero lo voy a intentar. O sea, tenéis, os enseño el cuello. ¿Veis? Aquí veis que es los hombros, el cuello. ¿De acuerdo? Pues empiezo por un lado. Tengo la última vuelta. He hecho lo que me decía el patrón, que era una patente de cierta anchura, en la cual en el medio de la patente se hacen se quitan algunos puntos para que quede más pegado al cuello, porque esta es la parte que se va a quedar pegada al cuello, y luego aumentamos otra vez con los mismos puntos que teníamos cuando empezamos. Y ya una vez que tenemos la anchura deseada, pues simplemente lo voy a hacer todo al derecho. No necesitamos ya hacer uno al revés y otro al derecho de patente. Y bueno, cogemos el primer punto y buscamos el punto que corresponde abajo del todo, que está realmente donde está, lo tengo que ver dónde está aquí abajo del todo. Vamos a ver, es justo. Ya os he dicho que esto es un poco complicado por el tipo de lana que es. Pero este es el que está abajo del todo, que yo cogí la mitad del punto. Entonces ahí meto la aguja, perdón, y ya lo paso a través de este y a través del de arriba. Y veis que ya se va cogiendo. Seguimos el siguiente. Esto será más o menos un poco de más o menos como podamos. A ver, que no sé por qué no me está cogiendo este. Aquí y aquí. Esto otra vez. Seguimos con el siguiente, que será. Estoy intentando coger también porque parece que están los puntos muy abiertos. Vamos allá. Simplemente tienes que coger uno de la patente, que es de lo que estás haciendo, y uno de los de abajo, como mejor se pueda. ¿Cuál es el siguiente? Aquí puede que sea este.
Bueno, misión conseguida y como veis he cogido todos los puntos de arriba y de abajo y ahora ya puedo cerrar lo que es el cuello por dentro. Así que os voy a intentar mostrar, empezar a cerrar. Simplemente pues hago una vuelta, hago un punto y los cojo por delante, los dos juntos, en vez de montarlos uno encima del otro, ¿de acuerdo? Así puedo. Para que veáis que esta lana no es muy sencilla. Simplemente se cogen los dos puntos por delante y se cogen los dos juntos. Esto hace que al cerrarlo se vaya cerrando con más holgura para que el cuello no nos quede demasiado apretado por abajo. El montarlo uno encima del otro hace que al cerrarlo quede más apretado. Esto lo que hace es, en vez de así, hay que coger los dos puntos juntos por delante y ahí va. Hola, buenas. Aquí estamos otra vez. Ya terminé el cuello, que es doble, como ya os dije, y ahora os voy a enseñar cómo hacer la técnica del cordoncillo. Desde principio a final, como empezamos, es muy fácil de seguir. Y luego os digo ya cómo cerráis para que no se vea más o menos dónde habéis cerrado. ¿Ok? Bueno, pues vamos a comenzar. He tenido que utilizar otra lana, que además era más fácil para vosotros verlo, porque se me acabó esta. Pero bueno, también le va bien el color. Voy a utilizar esta. Y bueno, lo mejor que se puede utilizar son con agujas de doble punta, porque tenéis que coger por un lado y luego ya veréis que los puntos hay que echarlos al otro lado, ¿de acuerdo? Solo necesitáis dos, porque estas normalmente tienen 5. Y bueno, empezamos. Se empieza por el lado del revés, para que el cordón vaya rodando hacia esta dirección, hacia el derecho, ¿de acuerdo? Porque lo he hecho al otro lado y del otro lado se va demasiado hacia allá y no se ve el cordón. Una vez que ya hagamos el bloqueo, que es que se lava la prenda, se moja la prenda. Bueno, la lana siempre hay que mojarla y secarla en plano para que se quede mucho más suelta y el trabajo se quede mucho más bonito. Y ya entonces manipulamos esto para que se quede realmente hacia afuera. Bueno, pues vamos a empezar. Como dije, por el revés. Vamos a ver cómo os pongo esto del revés. Este es el revés. Y empiezo por la sisa, por abajo del todo, ¿de acuerdo? El centro del costado. Vamos allá. Hola, buenas. Aquí estamos otra vez. Ya terminé el cuello, que es doble, como ya os dije. Y ahora os voy a enseñar cómo hacer la técnica del cordoncillo. Desde principio a final, como empezamos, es muy fácil de seguir. Y luego os digo ya cómo cerráis para que no se vea más o menos dónde habéis cerrado. ¿Ok? Bueno, pues vamos a comenzar. He tenido que utilizar otra lana, que además era más fácil para vosotros verlo, porque porque se me acabó esta. Pero bueno, también le va bien el color. Voy a utilizar esta. Y bueno, lo mejor que se puede utilizar son con agujas de doble punta, porque tenéis que coger por un lado y luego ya veréis que los puntos hay que echarlos al otro lado, ¿de acuerdo? Solo necesitáis 2, porque estas normalmente tienen 5. Y bueno, empezamos. Se empieza por el lado del revés, para que el cordón vaya rodando hacia esta dirección, hacia el derecho, ¿de acuerdo? Porque lo he hecho al otro lado y del otro lado se va demasiado hacia allá y no se ve el cordón. Una vez que ya hagamos el bloqueo, que es que se lava la prenda, se moja la prenda. Bueno, la lana siempre hay que mojarla y secarla en plano para que se quede mucho más suelta y el trabajo se quede mucho más bonito. Y ya entonces manipulamos esto para que se quede realmente hacia afuera. Bueno, pues vamos a empezar. Como dije, por el revés. Vamos a ver cómo os pongo esto del revés. Este es el revés. Y empiezo por la sisa, por abajo del todo, ¿de acuerdo? El centro del costado. Hacemos 3 puntos. Hay cordoncillos pues que pueden ser que sean más largos, ¿no? Este es de 4 puntos en total. 3 que vamos a hacer en la aguja y el cuarto lo cogemos ya en nuestro trabajo. Empezáis por donde entonces ahí tenemos ya los 4, ¿de acuerdo? Y lo pasamos a la otra punta y ya entonces la hebra siempre viene de detrás y es lo que va a hacer que se enrolle y que haga el cordoncillo, ¿de acuerdo? Hacemos 2 puntos del derecho y los otros 2 se cogen juntos por la parte de atrás, ¿de acuerdo? Sin que se te salga de la aguja. Estas agujas son muy escurridizas y la lana también, entonces, y por detrás, ¿de acuerdo? Cogemos aquí ya cogí el primero. Es que el punto era muy largo. Es otra vez 4 y otra vez al otro lado. Y ya 2, hacemos 2 del derecho y 2 por la parte de atrás, los cogemos. Ahí va. Entonces, a ver el siguiente. Y 2 por detrás. Cerramos. Y siempre quedamos con 3 y cogemos el cuarto del borde que estemos haciendo. Ahí va. Dos del derecho y 2 por detrás. Siguiente. Voy a hacer un poco más para que veáis cómo esto se va enrollando y va haciendo el cordón. Bueno, esta técnica, como veis, es muy sencilla. La que os enseñé antes era sencilla también, lo que pasa que esta lana es muy complicada para ver los puntos que hay que coger. Pero con una lana de otro color, pues es más fácil. Y ahí os lo muestro. ¿Veis cómo va saliendo ya el cordón? La verdad es que esta técnica tiene un final, que quedan unos finales muy bonitos. Ya he terminado la sisa y he hecho el cordoncillo por todo el borde. Y ahora tengo los 4 últimos puntos y ya he cortado la hebra y lo he puesto en una aguja colchonera, porque ahora tenemos que buscar los 4 puntos que vamos a unir, ¿de acuerdo? Entonces vemos aquí que tengo 1, 2, 3 y el cuarto está un poco torcido aquí, pero este es el cuarto, ¿de acuerdo? Entonces lo primero que hacemos es coger el primer punto como si fuera que estamos haciendo del revés hacia arriba. Se saca de la aguja y se coge las 2 patas de este primer punto que hemos encontrado. Y aquí con el punto que hemos creado cogemos la mitad y el siguiente punto. Lo mismo, cogemos el siguiente punto, las 2 y y pasarlo las 2 hebras, las 2 patas del punto. Cogemos el siguiente, donde hemos hecho el punto, cogemos la mitad y el otro como si fuera del revés. Vamos a por el tercero, está aquí. Cogemos este que acabamos de hacer. Y quitamos el último. Y ya tenemos que ir al cuarto, que está aquí, y cogemos los 2 y este es el que acabamos de hacer. Este, pues ya ahí voy a quitar esta hebra que es el comienzo y ahí ya terminamos. Luego ya firmamos y bueno, este no, bueno, una vez que ya lo afirmemos, pues ya se verá mucho mejor el cordón.
Thank you, Yoli. That was amazing. I'm sure all of us who are speaking English are going to have to be converting all of that to for your Spanish to English, because even though I'm in Spain, I've learnt one word, bolsa, which means bag.
Oh, bolsa, yeah, of
Bolsa,
course.
bolsa,
Why
bolsa,
bolsa?
bolsa, because we're going shopping and they go, "Would you like a bag?"
A bolsa.
A bolsa.
Quiere una bolsa. Quiere una bolsa.
Yeah, exactly. So now the next segment we're all going to be looking at are Whip It Good, The Fabulous and the Naughty. It's time to confess all of the works in progress. Well, actually, it's not time to confess all of my works in progress, which are still at home in the UK.
Because you ran away. You ran away.
Oh my God, you
away.
didn't take any with you.
No, well, I have, but yeah, the number of whips I have is quite scary. Anyway, so I want to know what you guys have been working on. I will also share mine in a minute, but I know that you've had a lot going on, both of you.
Well,
Who's going to go
I've had
first?
a lot. Sorry.
Over to
I said,
you,
who's going to go
Amanda. Yeah.
first?
Oh,
You
well,
go,
say
you go.
I've
You
had
go,
a
you
lot
go.
going on, but only with one project. Because I'm obsessed with this, and I wanted to get it finished,
So
but I haven't. So I've started on the left sleeve,
Oh, wow.
and I'm going to do a one more pattern repeat, and then that's done. The cuff, and then obviously the right sleeve. But this hem is amazing.
Oh,
It
wow.
is. So you just so you do 10 knit stitches, then a purl row, then 8 knit stitches, and then you do a 3 needle bind off, which sounds a lot more complicated than what it is. It's not complicated,
Right.
but I mean, look at that. How neat is
Oh my
that?
God. Yeah, you need to show me that, then I can do my tutorial.
Yeah, and then it's the same on the neckline. So you just increase the neckline slightly.
Oh my word.
And again, I think that's like 8 stitches, 1 purl row, and then 5 knit stitches, and then a 3 needle bind off. That's what it looks like on the inside. But it's such a neat finish, and it just, I mean,
Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful. It looks
I
beautiful.
hate purling anyway. I hate purl stitches. But I mean, this might be my go-to cuffs. I might try it on a pair of socks. If you go down a needle size, you still get that elasticity.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because you're doing the 3 needle bind off as well, so it doesn't make it tight at all.
I see.
That's on toe up. That would be on a toe up sock.
Yeah. So that is literally. I started one baby blanket 3 times, threw them all away because it was rubbish and I couldn't get into it. So I need to kind of try and find my flow for baby blankets, because I've got two babies coming soon. I need to get my arse in gear for them. So that's where I am.
Right. Well, on me, I have been trying to put Yoli together, but the arms are just on pins. The legs, one is longer than the other, a few millimeters, so she cannot actually stand up very well. She's a bit wobbly. Oh yeah, she stands.
Oh.
She's standing up. And then what I started is making her.
That's
can you see it?
amazing. Yeah, we can. It's just, yep.
Is so basically it will go, it's the coat.
That's the bottom hair.
Yeah.
I'll have to basically do the bottom part. You start like kind of the middle, because that is the middle. Then you have to put it bigger here with the zigzag, and then make it bigger here, and it goes into like a triangle.
Wow.
So
That
but
looks
I love the
amazing.
colors. That's nothing to do with the colors of what the pattern shows, because this shows more like what mine was kind of. Then
those colors, Yolanda, look like your actual jacket that you've got.
jacket.
You made.
Next time what I will show is how the jacket
Yeah, it's very
inspired
similar.
this, because it's the black and the bright colors basically. And every so often you just do the black and a bright color and so on. So that is one of the projects. It's going a bit slow in the sense that what I don't like is actually putting it together. Certain amigurumis I do love. This one, for some reason, it's been sat on the table for a couple of weeks, because I put it together. Now, one of the legs is a bit higher than the other, but I mean, a few millimeters. So I need to now take it all off because it's all sewn with floss thread. I need to put it together first, the trousers with the leg, and then put the two legs together, but without these two things moving, because it's moving at the same time. So it's like I didn't secure it before. So I need to secure it before. So I need to take it back, secure it, and then sew it back again, and hopefully try to put it in the right place. But I don't know where I'm gonna get my inspiration to do that.
I find it really difficult when you're making amigurumi characters and toys. If you do have to sew parts together to actually get them centered.
Yeah.
And I always end up with like an arm which is slightly off and it doesn't look right, or a leg that's kind of slightly forward and not backwards. It's actually really difficult to make it 3D, isn't it? And
it is. That is, I think this is the key. I mean, where everything comes together nicely or not, but you don't notice it very much. But I think it's because the one leg is maybe I stuffed it more than the other as well, so it's slightly longer. But you can't help it. You can't say, well, this is how much I'm going to stack in, in one and not the other. It's no way I'm going to weigh the stuffing. So anyway, and then I've been trying to do this. Can you see?
that's better. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it is. Oh, what? Shall I take that? Oh, there it is.
That's better. Yeah.
So, yeah. So
Love that.
I mean, it's not for this weather. And basically,
Clearly.
oh, hang on a minute. I just got stuck. So I love the how do you call it?
The double hem.
Yeah, the double hem here. It's very, very difficult with this. I did the tutorial
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
But honestly, I'm trying to tell the people, do not worry about it. Just carry on, because you cannot even see the stitches that you pick him anyway. So then they can see how difficult things are. Not only just a tutorial like, you do this, but you do this, you try to do this. And then when I've got missing I'm going to do an eye cord.
For the armholes, you're putting an eye cord bind off.
Yeah, exactly. And that will be my next tutorial, basically. So this is the tutorial that you already watched about. And unfortunately, this is what I've got left. I don't know how much the eye cord takes.
Oh, it's risky.
I know. Tell me about it. So I
You
already did these, and this is what I got left from the last ball.
Do you know what I might consider doing is buying a different yarn, as in a different color, which like maybe just purely pink or purely green or something.
I know I was, but
in the same material, but
how do I have to search for bare? Because this guy that I bought these from, he hasn't got this anymore.
Does he have any of that particular yarn?
No, no bare.
Okay.
Nothing bare, fluffy bare.
I'm sure, as we're going to be talking about later about up and coming yarn shows, there could be a solution at one of them.
Well, yeah,
which we can have a look at.
If you run out, you might not.
Might not.
Yeah. You never know, exactly, because all you're doing is picking one at a time and then pass it on I don't think I need much yarn. But the thing is that the armhole really
it's quite wide.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a lot.
So let's see. I will let you know. This is one of the surprises.
So, Amanda, your whip has ended up in the fabulous category.
Oh, thanks.
Yolanda's whip are in they're great, but they're a pain in the bum to deal with.
Yes.
And we're running out of yarn. So that's like, oh. Do you have any more whips, Yolanda?
Well, I can't show you the last one.
Okay.
That because that we will show you later or
Okay.
talk about later.
Ah, yes.
But that's
Okay.
it. That's all. That's all my
Yes.
whips for now.
Okay.
So what you got,
So
Joe?
I'm up. I have got a really lovely whip that I've really enjoyed doing. And one that's been really naughty. So it has sat in the naughty corner. So this is one of my whips.
Oh wow.
It is.
Lovely.
Oh, is that fluorescent yarn that you bought?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And if I just fold over the cuff, so it's pink on the inside.
Oh.
So you just see a little bit of pink
Yeah.
at the top. And what I've done is it's just a generic 64 stitch. And I knitted 14 stitches, 14 rows, something like this. I'll have to look at my notes. 14 rows in the pink color in 2.25mm needles. Then I changed and did another 2 rows in 2.25mm needles, and then did the remaining 14 in 2.25 needles. So the inside is using smaller needles. So, and then the outside is using the needle size up so that it doesn't pucker too much on the inside. So it gives rather than having it folding over and it, sometimes if you fold things over, like in, you'll know this, Yolanda, and you fold it over and there's like a little ripple because the material like is gathered. That's what I wanted to try and avoid, and it seems to have worked okay.
Yeah.
So you haven't secured that on the inside at all?
Yeah.
You have, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I've just picked up the stitches.
Yeah, just for
yeah. I
Nice.
like with yours, I was thinking or contemplating whether I do a purl stitch around the top to do that fold over hem. I decided, you know what? No, I'm not going to. I'm just
No, I
going to
don't
let
think you need to. Yeah.
No. And it's a 3x1 rib rather than a 2x2 or a 1x1.
That's a nice rib.
And what I've got here is markers because these are going to be shorty socks. So I've put markers in where I'm going to insert the heel.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I see.
The heel is going to be,
now I get it. I'm like blind.
yeah. The
So
heel
are
is
you
going to
going to
be,
do the heel in bright pink as well?
well, yes.
You actually cutting it.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
After thought heels are the best.
No, never.
Magic.
I'm so scared. No way.
They're
So
brilliant.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few rounds of yellow and pink stripes. And then I'm going to do a yellow heel. And then I'm going to do, when I do the toe, again, I'm going to do like white and yellow stripes and then do the toe decrease as well. So it's kind of going to be like a stripe of pink at the top, stripe of pink around the heel, and then like stripes around the toe.
Cool. Love that.
And then the other sock is going to be pink and exactly the same with yellow stripes. So that's how I'm thinking about doing it.
Nice.
So we're going to have a pink sock and a yellow sock.
Oh, brilliant.
So that is one whip. Now, the second, I actually have 3.
I just remembered I have one, but I didn't mention.
Oh, okay. Well, we can come back to you, Yolanda. That's fine. So I do have another whip. So in theory, I'm just going to grab it. Excuse me a minute. This is my.
Oh.
So I have yarn that I'm spinning at the moment on my spinning wheel. So yes, this is a work in progress. So I'll classify this as a work in progress. It's come off my spindle. So I'm just doing a bit. And as you will see in the next segment, you will see this yarn. in the next segment. So that's another one of my whips. And then I'll just do my last one, Yolanda, and then we'll go back to you.
Oh no,
Yeah?
yeah, don't worry. I just put it out there, but no, it's your turn, not mine.
Okay. So this is in the north corner. So even though it's hot,
So you did bring it.
I took it.
You did bring it, yeah. Okay.
Bring it.
So
I thought you left it in the UK.
no, I have brought it. So there is an arm. Quite difficult to see. So there's an arm.
Yep. Yep.
Which I'm now
Attached
to the middle and to the other arm. So I've got kind of arms. Arms. You can't see it very well. So arms. There's my one arm with colour. Now, the reason why it's in the naughty corner is because I'm now left with 4 stitches too many. And I'm really cheesed off because I spent so long trying to make sure everything was in the right order, and I picked up the right number of stitches. I held the right number of stitches for the sleeve on the wrong plate, and I was just like, oh, I know what I've got to do. I've got to hide the 4 stitches, which is
that's nothing.
Which is fine.
4 stitches is nothing.
And I'm going to put like 2. You can see my arm. 2. I'm going to take away 2 here, and then but because of who I am, I want to know where I've gone wrong. So I'm going to work out where I've gone wrong, because it's really annoyed me, because I was trying my hardest to do it so right that I'm like, where have I gone wrong? Now, either I've put an extra 4 stitches in the body, and that's fine. You know, if I've done that, then I'm quite happy to reduce 2 stitches either side. That's fine. But I just want to know where, because I'm like, is it the body, or have I done something wrong with the sleeves, or have I picked too many up? Is there something that I can solve easily where I just need to unpick up the stitches and redo it, or was it the body? So yes, it's in the naughty corner until I've got some time where I can just sit down. The problem is that I was doing this on the way to Spain, and then we all became really ill, and we were very poorly for our first week, so I couldn't pick it up and look at it again. So it's just been sat in the corner. I've needed some really straightforward, this was nice. It was just really, I'm just sitting there. I'm not feeling very well. I'm just gonna knit and knit. I do have, I will finish there actually. Yolanda, what's your other work in progress?
Yeah, I was going to say that I agree with you. That is why my little doll is being a bit neglected. Because
they're in the naughty corner.
No, you just put them in there. It's not their fault.
No.
That she's got one leg longer than the other, but it's like, I'm so sorry, but I can't pick you up. So yeah, I just basically remembered, if I can, oh my god, where did I put it? Oh, there, yeah. So yeah, because I was doing another tutorial and then thought about, well, I'm finishing the vest. So I thought, why don't I do the tutorial on that actually? Because it's an opportunity for 2 techniques that, it might become handy for someone. So I started, for this, my next tutorial, a pair of socks.
Toe up.
Toe up, two at the same time.
Nice yarn.
Oh, you got it coming from one ball?
No, 2.
2 balls. So
I did say that you have to do 2 balls, and I did cake it twice. So yeah, everything is now I've already done this part. So I thought, well, I carry on and then do the next part and so on. So until the sock is fully finished. So yeah, this is a work in progress tutorial. And this is from Skin Queen again.
Nice. Yeah.
And it's lovely. I love it. So yeah, this is my other whip. we all have like several anyway, normally. And that's it.
Cool. Super. So thanks, everybody. Please, obviously, we'd love to hear what you guys are doing out there. So if you've got any whips that you'd like to share with us, you know, put information in there, put your stories in the comment section. We also do have a Ravelry page. So please feel free to have a chat in there about your whips. I will speak about the Ravelry page again later on. Now we're going to be moving on to the to my mini series from fluff to stuff, where I transform my yarns. This is where the fiber becomes other things. Over to Jo.
Welcome everybody to my next episode in my mini series from fluff to stuff. On this month's episode, I am going to be discussing why I chose the spinning wheel I have and that I'm using now. I hope you find it useful for all of those newbie spinners out there, or new to be spinners, or those who are long-standing spinners. I hope this video gives you some insight into my own personal thought process as to why I chose the one I chose. I have my notes here that I'm going to be looking at as I go through, so I remember everything that I would like to say. Also, apologies for my hair. I look a little bit like Monica from Friends, although not as crazy, but I do have crazy hair because I'm phoning from holiday. I am videoing from holiday, and so the humidity here is making my hair go a little bit crazy. So today, I would like to start with my first thoughts around the type of spinning wheel that I wanted. Mainly the difference between the traditional spinning wheel, the non-motorized and the motorized type of spinning wheel. I first tried using some form of spinning wheel when I was at the Southern Wool Show, I think last year or the year before. I've already discussed it in my first episode, where I went to the threshing barn and used one of their electric wheels. I believe they had a nano or a little eel, and I think maybe a Dreaming Robots. That was the first time I actually tried an electric wheel. I have also seen other podcasters talk about their electric wheels, or they've purchased them. Also had a look on Google and found actually, and I will put an insert here, that there are so many different types of motorized spinning wheel. On Amazon, there is just a plethora of choice that you can make. That they all range in different prices. After I tried then Amanda's traditional type spinning wheel, which was non-motorized, I then started to weigh up the pros and the cons of each. And one of the issues that I had with the electric spinning wheel was there are a lot of parts that potentially could go wrong. I believe most of them, or a lot of them, are made from 3D printers, and I know that you can get spare parts for a lot of them, but I was slightly concerned about the viability of whether the product would be long lasting, especially because the price point is a lot lower than some of the traditional spinning wheels. Not all of them, but some of them, especially those that I've shown that are on the Amazon website. So that age-old saying of measure twice, cut once, I wanted to actually spend my money wisely and buy something that I know would last quite some time. Also, I tried Amanda's spinning wheel and fell in love with the whole nature of the traditional process around using my body to create the yarn and not just the spinning wheel itself. Moving on, sorry, I'm looking at my notes just to make sure that I've got everything covered. I then decided, so that was it. I decided that it was definitely going to be a manual, non-automated spinning wheel. And I then went down the rabbit hole of researching the different types of traditional spinning wheel. I first initially looked at eBay because it is a big investment for a spinning wheel, and I wanted to see what choices were out there in terms of type, style, model, etc. And there weren't actually that many on there, and those that were on there either needed renovation. I didn't know what those models were. They were the very old traditional spinning wheels like were used or in the Disney productions. And there were a couple of brands that I knew, but again, the actual resale price of those that I was looking at secondhand were actually very similar to the price that you could get new. So after looking at eBay, I decided to have a look at who stocks the make Ashford, because this was the make that was this was the make that Amanda's spinning wheel was from. Hers was an Ashford traditional spinning wheel. So I knew that it was a brand and that it was good. So I looked up all of the stockists on the spinning wheel and came across Wing & Wool. Out of all of the websites that I researched in the stockists, their platform, their internet platform and their shopping platform was really good. And it also was very knowledgeable. So there were lots of different types of spinning models of the Ashford. Just so you know, that's the brand that I decided to go with. I decided to go with an Ashford. I'd used it before. It was a easily recognizable brand. Ashford is from New Zealand. There are probably lots of other brands, but I didn't, and I'm still not aware of all those other types. Hopefully in future videos I will become more knowledgeable, but being a newbie, I wanted to go with something that I'd used before and seemed a relatively good brand. So back to Wing & Wool. Their website's really easy to use and there's a lot of information on there. And there are loads different types of models. So I'm just going to have a look at my iPad, which is in front of me, and just explain the different models that were on there. So the model that Amanda has was if I'm looking at right, not that one, not that one. Okay, it's good. Amanda had the Ashford traditional. They also have, looking at their website too, they also had their e-spinners, Ashford do e-spinners. Now, saying that the price point of an electric can be slightly less, actually, the Ashford e-spinner is similar in price, if not more, than their traditional spinning wheels. And they have two types. They have the e-spinner 3 and they have an e-spinner jumbo, which allows you to create more, have more yarn on the spindle. I was looking then at the Ashford traditional. Then I saw a couple of others. They had one called the Ashford Country Spinner, which is in a box-like frame, and it looks, to me, it didn't look like a spinning wheel, and it looked like quite a hefty piece of furniture. Similar to, I think the traditional was also a larger piece of furniture. Going back to the e-spinners, I digress. They have their really good points from the point of view of their size. They're very portable, and their size, it's easier if you've got small space to actually use a spinner, or if you don't like the feeling of using your legs as well at the same time as using your hands, then, you know, e-spinners are great, but I wanted the full-on experience. So on their website, they've got the Ashford Country Spinner. As I say, it's quite a hefty piece of equipment, same as the traditional. And Amanda's traditional isn't huge, but isn't huge as in the big spinning wheels that you potentially see in like the Disney movies. The traditional is smaller, and her ones is slightly smaller, but it's still a big piece of furniture. So then I was having a look down, and they then have the Ashford Traveller, and this is an upright piece of equipment, rather than having one end being the spinner and the other end being a big wheel and a piece to collect the yarn. This one is more in an upright position, and it's got those traditional legs, you know, the cottage legs on there. And in all honesty, I didn't like the design, so I was like, okay. But what I then saw, and I thought, wow, I thought this is funky. This is different looking, but I really do like the look of it. And that is the Ashford Kiwi. And I was like, And I was having a look, and it's got a wooden base, and I thought, that's nice. I like the look of that. I'm just going to go back to my notes here quickly. So yeah, this is where I'm going to be speaking about the model I choose. So the Kiwi, it caught my attention because it was smaller than the rest. It could then save some space. I read some reviews, however, when I was looking at the Kiwi, and some people were saying it was an entry level and potentially didn't have, it only had 3 ratios, and I'm going to be speaking about the parts of a spinning wheel next. But with the Kiwi, it only has 3 ratios, and I wanted a spinning wheel that grew with me. Now the Kiwi is a really good entry-level price point as well, actually probably the least expensive of the range for the Ashford. So I was toying with the idea as to whether this was the way to go, because I didn't know whether at that point I was going to fully enjoy the art of spinning. So I was reading the reviews, and somebody then mentioned the fact that they used this, but they also had a Joy. Now the Joy is exactly the same, and the design is, I love the design. It's an upright spinning wheel, and you can have a single treadle or a double treadle. I'll talk about that some more in a bit. But the reviews were saying that some people have had their Joy for years. They still spin on it now, even though they've moved on to other types of spinning wheel. And the key here is that it's got 4 drive ratios, which means that you can actually make different thicknesses of yarn more easily. So it really stood out. I thought that this would be my way forward. It's not a classic looking wheel, which is actually what I was looking for, because I felt that the classic wheel is a little bit too traditional looking for me and a little bit too formal. So this little spinning wheel looked funky, and I like the look of it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert some footage and discuss the different parts of the spinning wheel, my Ashford Joy, and we will have a little chat. I'll talk you through the ratios, and actually this is one of the reasons why I decided and ultimately ended up buying the Joy. All right, let's take a closer look at my Ashford Joy spinning wheel and break down all of the main parts and what they actually do. So whether you're brand new to spinning or just curious about how the wheel works, I'll guide you through it. First of all, we have the flyer. This is the most recognisable part of the wheel. The flyer is the U-shaped component that spins around the bobbin. As the wheel turns, the flyer twists the fibre into yarn and helps wind it onto the bobbin at the same time. on the Joy, the flyer has a built-in orifice, and that's the hole that your yarn passes through. You'll also see yarn guides on other spinning wheels, they're hooks, and they let you control where the yarn winds on the bobbin. So it's not all sat in one place. Now the bobbin sits inside the flyer. This holds the yarn that has been spun. The Ashford Joy typically comes with multiple bobbins, so you can spin different colours of fibre and swap between them easily. You can wind your finished yarn directly onto the bobbin as you spin. We also have a built-in, they're not lazy Susans, but it's a place for you to hold the bobbins so that when you're creating a plied yarn, you can directly do it from the wheel itself. You don't need another piece of equipment, which you would do for other different types of spinning wheel. You then have the drive wheel. This is the big round wheel that you treadle with your feet. It's what powers the whole system. On the Joy, it's smaller, more compact than on a traditional wheel, but it's just as effective. It connects to the flyer with a drive band, which creates the motion when you treadle. The treadling itself, you have on this particular spinning wheel, I've chosen a double treadle. You can have a single treadle. A double treadle means that you're using both feet to power it. I wanted a double treadle because when I was using Amanda's spinning wheel, she only had a single treadle, and I felt that I couldn't control the direction of the spin very well. So when I was looking at the Ashford Joy and saw that it came with a double treadle, I decided that that would help give me control and balance whilst I'm spinning. It also feels a little bit smoother than the single treadle. The drive band, so this is the cord or the stretchy band that loops from the drive wheel onto the flyer whirl. So the drive wheel is the larger circle that you can see present, and it loops onto the smaller whirl. It's really stretchy. It's a polyurethane band. It's very lightweight and easy to adjust. You just put it into the grooves that are already there, and this controls how fast this fly spins in relation to the wheel. On other spinning wheels, there's a more manual approach to creating how fast the yarn spins. This is why I like the Joy, because you don't actually have much of a choice. It does it for you. You can also get replacement parts for this particular machine. So then we move on to the flyer and the ratios and the flyer whirl. The ratios are how many times the flyer spins per treadle. So you can change this by changing, as I said, the position of the drive band on the flyer whirl. So that's the grooved pulley attached to the flyer. Think of it like the gears of a bike, and this is how I thought of it, and makes it a little bit easier. So the higher the ratio, the faster the spinning, which means a finer yarn. The higher the ratio, you would need to put the drive band in the smaller groove, so in the smaller part section of the drive wheel, whereas the thicker the yarn, which is the lower ratio, you would then put it on the larger end. So the Joy comes with 4 standard ratios, the Kiwi only has 3. So the Kiwi's ratios are 5 to 5, 7 to 5, and 9 to 5, whereas the Joy is 6 to 1, 8 to 1, and 11 to 1, and 14 to 1. There are high-speed kits, you can take it higher if you want to, but you're looking at using the 14 to 1 to produce that finer lace weight yarn. From the work that I've already done, a lot of it also comes down to experience, how fast you treadle, but I thought that having a good set of different ratios would help, especially in a newbie spinner as I am. You then have the tension system. So this is the knob that I'm just going to bring up a picture of. It's a single drive system where one band turns the flyer and a separate tension band controls the bobbin's resistance. So there's a little knob with a couple of springs on the side. This tightens the control of how hard it is for the yarn to wind on. So if there's a lot of tension, it pulls the yarn and there's a faster uptake onto the bobbin, whereas a lesser tension, there's a slower uptake, which is quite good for beginners or delicate fibres, because if you're making a very lace weight yarn and it pulls too hard, the yarn can snap. The Joy comes in both lacquered and unlacquered. I decided to get the lacquered because with the unlacquered you would need to get beeswax. It'd be like almost waxing a cricket bat for those cricketers out there, to make it sturdy enough for you to use. So I decided I'll pay a little bit extra and for it to already be lacquered so I don't need to worry about it. It's made from solid silver beech hardwood. It's super sturdy, but it's really lightweight. It feels like a really premium product. It lasts a long time and not much maintenance is required. Now, the big surprise, actually, and I'm sure it probably told me when I first was researching the product, but I didn't realise that it came with a bag, and it comes with a really decent travel bag. And I must have known about this, but because it came with a travel bag, I didn't really understand at the time that I was buying it that the Joy actually has metal parts on the side where you can fold up and flip up the feet. And it's a quick release mechanism, so you can fold the wheel down and up in seconds. And the travel bag is padded. I think this is an absolutely brilliant piece of kit. Where the traditional you can't pack down, this particular model, the Ashford Joy, you can quite easily travel with, which is, you will see later, I have done. So I decided, in typical style, I ordered it. After I'd ordered it, I watched a few unboxing videos. It was classic, right? But it actually helped me understand how to set up the Ashford Joy so that when I got it and I was reading through the instructions, I knew how to piece some of the bits together. It was really, really quite straightforward. The majority of it is already made. You just have to make the fit the feet on and deal with the tension system. But it was fine, it was easy, I managed to do it, and therefore it will probably be okay for all of you out there if you decide to choose the spinning wheel. Thank you. Lastly, every spinning wheel needs to have a name. Amanda, can you put your name in the comments of what your spinning wheel is called? I know that you've given your spinning wheel a name. It's a bit like cars, isn't it? You get a car, you have to give the car a name. How I gave my spinning wheel its name, a year or so ago, I decided to use the ancestry DNA. I wanted to research my history, and I have found hundreds of years ago that a lot of my family, or some of my family, were shepherds. And it was really interesting, and I thought, well, that's where my love of this whole craft is stemming from, because I have shepherds in my family. Seeing that there was a very common name as well going through my family history and my family tree, and I decided, it was quite a poignant name actually, so I decided to call my spinning wheel Sarah. This is very significant because my sister is also called Sarah. So there are a number of Sarahs, and there is in my ancestral tree, we do have shepherds. So I felt very connected with the craft of spinning. So that's how I ended up with my Ashford Joy. It's a learning curve. I am still learning how to use it, and over the forthcoming episodes, I'm going to be showing you my first attempts at spinning. On all the mistakes that I made along the way. Now over to you. Tell me, what would you prefer, an electric or a traditional? what made you buy your first spinning wheel, what one did you buy, or did you borrow, and what brands and things were you looking at? Please tell me if there are different brands out there, you know, that I might want to look at or see or even try. Then it would be great to hear from you. So please comment, like the video if you do, subscribe. There's no wrong or right answer when it comes to using a traditional versus an electric. But please, over to you. I'd love to hear your comments on this. Now end the video with some footage that we took whilst we were traveling to our holiday destination, which proves the joy of the joy. See you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Our next installment of the little mini series from Fluff to Stuff. Our second now talking about our finished objects. So finished objects. Are we all going to sit here and go, one of the reasons why I wanted us to actually do a yarn podcast together was because I thought maybe three of us, one of us might have a finished object, but it's not going to happen, is it?
No, it's always
We're just too busy.
I have been knitting like a mad woman on that jumper to try and get it finished, because that's what I was like, finished, and I've got a baby blanket as my whip. No. And I'll be honest, I'll probably finish that tonight, because I'm just going to sit and knit after this and just get it done. But yeah,
it's
unfortunately I've got to work. Ridiculous.
It has been for me, like, you know, you just run out of for me, running out of brain normally is a
yes
running
out of brain.
I'm like a like a brainless person watching telly doing nothing, which is is inside of me. I'm like, I've got to do something, but I just can't. Which is very rare. Anyway, and another thing what happened to me with the you know, my vest is I had it almost up to here when I tried it on, and it was only medium. Was I doing? Yeah, I was doing like the third medium size kind of thing, and it was huge. So I decided to do the small, and it's still quite big. so I should have been finished by now.
Did that
But
mean you
it's not
had
that
to?
full.
So did you rip it all back out and start again?
Completely.
Was it a bugger to rip out that yarn?
Is it?
Was
It was a pain in the backside because it was sticking, you know, all these fluffy things. Oh my God. And you know, I'm making it as well, you know, knitting it is a pain in the backside as well. I mean, for such a small piece, it's taken me forever. I could have finished 3 by now.
Just for our viewers, just to give them a couple of little acronyms, because I didn't understand this when I first started. Ripping it out means, you know, pulling all of the yarn back out and starting again. Now that sound make you create that ribbit sound. Some people also say frogging, because frog sounds like a rib. So people will say they frog it as well. So there are these acronyms.
I frogged it all.
And another thing is called tinking, which is when you go kind of backwards. So rather than knitting forwards, you kind of undo your yarn ever so slightly. And tinking is actually knit backwards, and that's why it's called tink, because it's knitting. It's the word knit spelled backwards. That's why it's tinking.
I'm an expert on that.
Every day's a learning day.
In case people out there didn't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you an expert on frog? We're experts on frogging and
oh my God, yeah. So
gangster knitters.
When I was trying to pull out those baby blankets, because the yarn was more like mohair, so you pull it out and then it catches and it just tears, like the yarn just tears. So I just get rid of it, and I was just chucking them away. So yeah, I will find another solution.
Well, I do actually have some finished objects.
Oh my God.
Oh, you can't show us.
I can't show you. And the reason why is because it's a surprise for a certain person who, if they do see this, it then won't be a surprise. But I will show you them next time. And there's a few of them. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't show you, but I will take pictures and videos of them. So for our next call, you never know. I might have finished Mike's jumper and I might be able to show you some of the other finished objects. So we'll see. We'll see.
It's all up in the air, like always.
So what that being said, we are now going to move on to Amanda's Yarn Store mini-sodes. This is a new mini-series. The yarn stops with Amanda Panda sniffing out skeins, one shop at a time. So let's hit the road with Amanda, who's going to be looking at those yarn stores for us. Okay, over to Amanda.
Hi, I'm just I'm in Petersfield today. Well, I've done a sneaky one on a Friday afternoon because I had a site survey here, so I thought I'm going to pop into my favourite yarn shop. Let's go and see what Linda has to offer in the delights of Handmade Studios.
Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, Linda wasn't in the shop, so everything that Amanda had planned in terms of question and answer session, we couldn't do it on this particular occasion. However, Amanda will be back and sniffing out those skeins in the shop. We will leave you with footage anyway from the shop and the purchase that Amanda made on the day.
Welcome back, everybody. We're nearly at the end. This is now a space where we're going to talk about our AI knit along. So I'm just going to show a little bit of how I've got on so far, that you can kind of see. And I know that, yeah, Yoli's there, right?
Oh,
so we
mine.
have done some.
See, we've got 3 stages. None, a little bit, and more.
Who's the gangster knitter of the month? this time, huh?
Mm.
So we're not going to talk about the what we found so far, because I don't want to spoil it. We don't want to spoil it for the people that are actually knitting and along. However, please do put comments into the chat, into the Ravelry group. There is a Ravelry group that we put the pattern in, so you can download the pattern from there, and you can put your pictures and you can speak about it. Please do. We would be interested to hear your views. We've got our own views. We will be discussing them.
Absolutely. It's going to be a
I can't wait to start. I can't wait to start mine.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're going to be swearing all over the place. To say the least. I've been doing that.
Which brings us towards the end and our normal yarn promises. So for our yarn promises, can I start if that's all right?
All right, yes.
Great. So my yarn promises is that I'm going to make the other one. So I'm going to finish this one and make the other one. I'm going to continue with my secret knits and finish a few more of those off as the next few weeks progress. And my other promise is I'm going to work out about Mike's jumper. Because Curious Joe, I need to work out what's going on. So they're my yarn promises next month.
Are you going to finish the jumper though, or just find out where the 4 stitches came from?
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on with this, do my other things which are crochet related, and then yes, I do some of the jumper, but I don't think I'll completely finish it. So, but we'll see how the next few weeks progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yolanda, go on.
Yeah, me? Okay, well, I am definitely doing this in the next probably day or so. It will be finished.
Mm-hmm.
I can't promise Yoli's going to be finished.
It's quite finicky, isn't it? The coat, there's a lot of work.
Yeah, I might do more of the of the coat, which is nice. And, you know, I might be inspired this weekend to rip the legs off and try to put them together again. You never know. But, you know, it's a lot of stuff still there. I need to do the wig, the hair, the cats, because it's about 3 or 4 of them.
Of course, yeah.
I know. I saw all the cats I've had so far. So, you know, it's going to be a herd of cats. So it's gonna take a while, so it's gonna be a few months, but I don't know if this is too early for, but I might do this.
So this is a good point, actually. I wanted to bring this up. So this follows on from your yarn store visits, Amanda. There's a couple of things that have happened, and this kind of leads. This is kind of also a mixture of other knitty business. A couple of things that I've been reading online recently. One of them is what you've just showed, Yolanda, is about the Wensleydale long wool.
Yeah.
Now the owners of Wensleydale long wool, I think they've had it maybe 6 years. It might be slightly longer, it might be slightly less. I think it might be longer than that. It might be 2016 that they bought it. Please, if I get that wrong, I'm ever so sorry. But what's happening is they're retiring and they can't find anybody to run the business.
Oh, wow.
So they're closing their shop. They're closing their shop. They are still going to be going to some shows, but the shop, I think it's in Yorkshire.
It is, yeah.
It's closing, and it's such a shame.
The other way around. I'm sorry. It is this. Now you can see.
Yeah, so yeah.
With lovely.
Oh, all the locks, all the curly locks.
With this lovely. What is it called? The sheep is
Wensleydale.
Yeah, that's the one. Sorry.
Which is why it's called the Wensleydale Wool Shop. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly that. Yes.
Clues in the title.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a new cushion. So because I already bought a cushion from them that is already made, that I showed the first episode, and then I did as well. I've got a jumper made of of the wool with the stripy bits that were that was an absolute nightmare. That took me absolutely a year to make. I will show at some point. And that's it.
Okay. I think I was reading somewhere about another shop as well, but I won't talk about it this time. That would also, unfortunately, was looking at closing, but I can't remember. But maybe that would be for next time. But yeah, it's all very much linked to your series, Amanda. We need to support those local yarn shops, right?
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. Yeah, local yarn shop, and I love it. And that was my first experience of how helpful the yarn community is, and they really are. But I think that's, I mean, it's because everybody's got the same love of everything, isn't it? Really, it's whether you're a crocheter or a knitter, whether you like your designer yarns or your bulk standard acrylic yarns, you all want to make that finished product, and and the gratification that you get of either keeping it for yourself or giving it away. I just think it's really important that we just push it out there. So yeah, my point being, sorry, went off track. I'll travel anywhere. Like
put in the comments.
Yeah, put it in the comments where you want me to go, who you want me to go and see, and I will travel.
I'll go along if I can.
Yeah. You are?
I will go along if I can.
Oh, we are?
I will. Yeah.
You can bring the crisps.
I'll join you if I can. Oh yes.
So what are your yarn promises, Amanda?
I'm going to finish my jumper. I'm going to finish this beauty, and I'll get those 2 baby blankets done. I'm not sure I'll be able to show them on screen because I've been tasked as secret keeper for the sex. So maybe I'll take a black and white picture and show.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll get those 2 blankets done and finished. Because I can whiz at crochet, which is why I prefer to do a crochet blanket, because I can just whiz through it and just get it done.
They don't have to be very big, are they?
No. I tend to do them. I don't know what the size is, but I tend to do like 150 stitches wide on a 4mm hook, and then I just guess the length. To be fair, I don't measure them. I just sort of think, yeah, that'll cover a baby.
Yeah, it's only a baby, isn't it? So
yes, it's a baby. I used to measure them on Jack, and if I could tuck Jack in them, that would be the perfect size. I got no fucking blanket measure. Damn it.
We're now going to have to show a picture of Jack, everybody. Okay. So we'll just pop a picture of Jack in, and then you'll understand who Jack is.
In a blanket.
Oh, I miss him. Oh.
Yeah. Horrendous.
Well, when I was doing my tutorial, I'm not sure if I'm going to put, because suddenly my cat came and sat on the footstool, which he's never done, and started sleeping there because I was doing the video. I'm like, that's unusual. Anyway, so yeah, he might be shown. I don't know.
Our last segment, other knitty business. Now, first of all, the first question is, who is the Gangstar knitter of the month? I think Amanda and the AI situation could be a clear winner.
I think
Wasn't I the Gangstar knitter last month as well?
Well, you just are. You're the embodiment of the Gangstar knitters. The embodiment.
Yes.
A couple of other things that I want to mention. There are some yarn shows that are going to be happening over the next month or so. By the time this airs, they will be in about a month. We have, first of all, the first one that I'm going to work backwards. There's one called Little Flock. And Little Flock is the sister to Big Flock, or the brother to Big Flock. It's on Saturday the 13th of September between 1:30 and 5:30. I think it's more like a knit and natter. Amanda, you were saying that you've had a
Yeah, I
look.
think it's a gathering. They do have, I think, one, maybe two vendors there, like local vendors. But I do think it's just like a gathering of people. It's not a show. But I mean, it's still, they're still selling tickets
Yeah.
for it, and it's still,
Yeah.
you know, if you want to meet local people and in that area, it's at Frenchay,
Bristol. Yeah.
yeah, which is in Bristol. Yeah, it's like Frenchay Village Hall or Town Hall. Can't remember.
Oh, so
Sorry.
it's not in the, obviously it's not in the big place like the big floor.
No, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a smaller venue.
Okay.
At the same time, actually, there is Unravel Autumn, which is again the sister show to Ravel, which is normally in February. So this is a smaller show. It's at Farnham Maltings. It's on Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th of September. So you've got those clashing at the same time. Again, it's a smaller version of Unravel at the beginning of the year. So there are slightly less vendors and slightly more space, I think, when we've been before Yolanda, isn't it?
Yes.
So,
Yes. So yeah.
I don't know whether any of us are going to be going to those ones, but there is one that we are going to be attending. So if any of you are going to be going, there is the Southern Wool Show, which is the last weekend in August, the 30th and 31st of August. It's the Saturday and Sunday. We will be there. So come over and say hello. We will be around all day. There's lots of places to come to sit and eat. And so if you see us, come and say hello. Come and bother us. We will be happy to say hello. Now we don't know. Do we know what day we're going to be going yet?
I don't think we decided, did we? Did we?
No, we haven't. I mean, I think I can do both days because
Yeah, I think I can. I'm pretty sure I can do both days. I don't think I'm. That's not the bank holiday weekend, is it?
no,
No.
bank holiday is just the weekend before, isn't it?
I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do either day.
Okay, so let's say we're going on the Saturday then.
Yeah.
Okay. So if people want to come and see us, we're going Saturday the 30th. And you never know, we might be back the following day if we haven't bought enough yarn.
It's payday weekend. Oh, it's a payday weekend.
Oh dear.
There is a vendor there that I really want to see. And I've talked about them in my mini series this month, so I really want to see them when I go. Any other yarny shenanigans that anybody wants to speak about? Right, I'm just going to finish this off then. So
yes, thank you.
if we've got no other knitting business, that's over to our audience. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment.
And
We'd love
please.
to hear your comments. We'd love to hear from you, and hopefully if we will if you're coming to the Southern Wool Show, please come over and say hello.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, bye, see you next time.
See you. Bye.
Okay, I'm going to stop recording now.
Yes. Okay.